sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. The end of the world, though. I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vermund have lived. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking, but I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes. Methinks your Majesty would do better to. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here, and if the people will heed anyone.
'Tis admirable how Regent King Sven has taken up command of the kingdom. We would be remiss not to offer him our aid.
Understood.
Might as well take a look while you're here. I end up feeling weary even after a day of this. What should I get up to today?
Mayhap we could bring the people to the seafloor shrine. I expect it would grant us a bit more time.
Still, 'tis easier said than done. The people may not believe us, even should we make our case.
We shall await you here, Master.
I'm surrounded by winches on all sides.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. Truth be told, I had reached so long as we cower within these walls. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late, however, I cannot bring myself to leave. If I cannot convince her, I mean to Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot...
strange place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
I'll feel aside there once I'm out.
It's a bit early for a rest, is it?
Such quietude.
Sometimes I wonder
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Some of us get confused.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a...
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good. And if you think I'll surrender us, I require the use of all of them to try. Be gone with you. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them to trunk.
this might be worth a read.
At last! A moment.
Is this enough to have avoided the worst?
At last! A moment.
Is this enough to have avoided the worst?
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart. That fellow over there gave me a...
I'm not taking any passenger...
How might I be of assistance?
Begging your pardon, sir.
Be gone with you, ruffian. And if you think I'll surrender us, I require the use of all of them.
Is this enough to have...
At last!
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Whereabouts are you headed?
It falls on me to resolve this.
I cannot abandon my post.
Let's take it easy today. I've things to do if you don't.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Be gone with you. And if you think I'll... I require the use of all of... Fine.
No more!
What are you doing? Put that away. No! Spare me! I fear for my life.
In the end, it was all for naught.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I'm done for, can't I?
How dare you?
Bloody hurt. Bloody hurt.
Come to think of it,
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you. It didn't sit right, see, having my ware anyhow. As long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is not. And if that craven comes crawling back...
Minister Allard has fled. And good riddance. I doubt there ever was a more cravenly character in all Vermund.
I quite agree.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
All my days was so out away from your equipment.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? Thank you. However, I cannot bring myself to... If I cannot convince her, I'm...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I... So do as you will. Do with me as you will. I can't... I fear you loathe me, Arisen. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. But I suppose that is only to be expected. I fear you look...
However, I cannot bring my... If I cannot convince her, I mean to remain...
I'd sooner stay out of that where it's possible. It's a thankless job, this. Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work. Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
This is quite a quandary.
This sort of quiet.
How to proceed?
I'd sooner stay out of that where it's possible.
Suppose I ought to be useless.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Not to think on my trouble.
I'm not risking my life for it.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off
I'd like a quiet life. These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall... remain open and our beds soft. Much obliged.
This inspires more misgivings.
Welcome.
Go on, have a look.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure. Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Need anything? Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Days like this make me glad to be alive. That'll be the day.
Look as long as you please.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
Peruse at your leisure. Look as long as you please.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Such quietude. Let's
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
However, if I cannot convince her,
Such quietude is blessed.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health.
My fate is sealed.
however, if I cannot convince her, if I cannot convince her, I mean to remain here and share in her fate.
Mayhap I really would have been better off.
I must earn people's faith. I dare say I could forget all my...
However, if I cannot convince her, I... However, if I cannot convince her,
I'd sooner stay out of that.
That's enough.
"'Tis plain as day. I dare it must be a trying time for the young. 'Tis plain as day that the regent. I dare say the entire court's turned its back on me.
My fate is sealed. Such peace reigned eternal.
Whatever happens here, anyhow.
Still waiting on a my watch finishes without incident.
Too quiet here for my liking.
I'll make a living if I get myself in. Mayhap I really would have been there.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Minute now.
Upon my vigilance.
And naught raises one's morale like new equipment.
Mind your boldness does not turn to heedlessness.
I aspire
Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away. You are healing. Allow me. Hold my spell. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand.
The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Let us see what you're made of. Was most effective. Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I wrap you.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
Here, strike with lightning on your side. Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
My sword strikes true.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel...
No, you don't understand. This is no time. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our... Ah, sir, with the world in such disarray, thus did I return. I maintain order as best I can. But for every fire, but enough of my woes. You wish, after all, if we sit on our haunches, alas. The people of Batal, should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that out with every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Batal.
That's it. I've had enough.
So keen to talk with me. You, mind if I ask a favor? Of you, cuz. Thanks, cuz.
Haven't you had enough yet? You're the one who started this.
Few are privy to the goings-on in the forbidden magic research lab, even among the Batali.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
Do the people not question its existence? I should like... to know more about its activities, if 'twere me.
Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away.
Here we go.
We must. Let us finish this quickly.
By your leave. You have my protection. And well, lightning's fang. This seems a decent spot for a campsite. Right.
Mayhap we ought to return for a rest when we're in need of one.
It is no small wonder that all of us
The roads have grown ever more perilous of late.
shall strike them down.
This, and you shame us both.
With the fairy stone in hand, we can travel where, sir? Wherever we please.
We must save it for a time of dire need.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I swear I've seen it disappear amidst what we have in storage. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without?
This sort of quiet means all's well. Wearing armor all day feels like punishment.
Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away.
Thanks, guys. Take this.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Well met.
I'm in no hurry.
Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
Haven't you had enough yet? You'll get what's coming to you.
As for me, my work here is far from done.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's...
You slander my honor, sir! This is no business of yours.
Now, Narborough, let's not be too... If we are to duel, otherwise, who's to say that...
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other. Then well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training...
It was your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own...
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay...
Have at you!
I'm not too proud to scarp. Put your back into it. I'm not too proud to scarp.
Show them what for! Can someone tell me what this is all about?
I can't stop shaking.
Don't let them get the better of you.
Stay back!
Have a look.
Lest you get caught in the fray.
You dare violate the sanctity of our... Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance. Stand strong.
This ain't good. Oh, the balls goes awry.
Don't let them get the better of you.
I admit it.
Nay. 'Twas I who underestimated you.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis were it not for your timely appearance.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up our...
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
A customer, then. That changes things.
The shift's only just...
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batala's.
You there! You couldn't have come and put this upstart in his place for me, would you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why...
Aye, clear off. Pretty work. That's quite enough.
You've pushed your luck to...
I'll not take that from you.
Utterly despicable. I dread to think.
How dare you?
I don't like this at all.
I'll not take that from you.
You said it's bad to hurt people.
Sir? Sir Rakim, would you like some?
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If only our fathers could do the same.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show we are none of us so different.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
That's not happening.
As for me,
That's not happening.
Peril can result from the
Nothing to arrest us yet.